This is the new mobile B30, a 6.7-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED 120Hz eye refresh rate display smartphone that is protected by the dragon tail front glass and Gorilla Glass on the back with a peak brightness of about 550 nits. The MediaTek Dimensity 7050 octa-core processor is powering this thing, and it comes with about 256 gigabytes of storage and 8 gigs of RAM, but you can get an additional virtual 8 gigs of RAM, which makes it 16 gigabytes of RAM on this device. But we'll definitely get into more on that later. It also has a massive 5000 mAh battery inside, along with a 30-watt fast charging adapter in the box that is rated for about 50% in about 30 minutes. But we're gonna test that out and see if that's possible, along with Android 14 and Gemini out of the box. So I mean, so far this is shaping up to be a really good package. And for, might I add, not a lot of money. You know, if you already cheat and look at the links down in the description, you probably see that. But let's take it out of the box. We're gonna run it through a whole bunch of tests and see if it can live up to the hype. I'm going back to my remit. I know you're saying, oh, sitting on top. That's the presentation. Let me put it a little closer. It's very interesting. I like that. You get a pokey pin tool. Interesting little pokey pin tool. Yeah, charging cable, type C to type C, and there you go, 30-watt fast charging adapter. You pause that and read. So you got some stickers, getting started guide, and a nice TPU case to get you set up. Before I get a bunch of fingerprints on it, this is what the back looks like. I do like it. It looks the part. This is set up to be like a really premium, almost flagship type phone. I'm assuming right now for new mobile, this is probably their flagship. I have to check out the website and see, but this is probably, I'm assuming, their flagship phone because it looks flagship. It feels really flagshipy. Let's power it on and see. So start getting some got that vibration. Let's power it on. Boom. Boom. That new mobile boot. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna set this thing up. I'm gonna run through some tests and we're gonna come back. I don't wanna bore you with the setup process, but I do wanna get on the case and start to investigate how good is this thing. It feels good. As a matter of fact, I might end up start using this as my daily driver because it feels really good. So it's a few seconds for you. It's probably gonna be a few hours or a few days for me testing this thing out. Let go. All right, so we're back, and it's been a minute since I took this thing out of the box, and I told you that I'm gonna take you through its paces and let you know what's up after I test it out. And I've been testing it because it's been a while since I took it out. Right now, I'm just gonna let you know I really like this thing. It has some really nice premium features that, you know, I mean, premium within the budget, that is. It's designed really nice and premium, a really nice premium design display, and it offers a lot. And I mean, so far, the whole entire package just feels right within your hands. And I mean, for the right person, it's also gonna feel right. And it's gonna probably be the right phone. The camera lineup doesn't really sound bad either. You get a 64 megapixel main camera with a f1.9 aperture, as well as optical image stabilization built in. And you also get an 8 megapixel wide angle lens, so you can shoot some wide angle photos, as well as a 2 megapixel macro camera. If you have watched any of my videos before, you know how passionate I feel about 2 megapixel macro cameras. I think they should be gone, totally forgotten. Never even think about that they ever existed. I'm just saying. However, on the flip side, you do get a 32 megapixel front-facing selfie camera, and everything is AI powered these days, and so are the cameras on this. It got about 14 different scene recognition, plus it also has Google Photo Editor built in. So you see, me and NUU Mobile smartphones, we have a really long history. I mean, I think as far back as 2019 with the G3 models, and those back then, they were really speccing these out like flagship devices with as much as they can with inside the package and the realm of the price. And I mean, this one is no different. This is also packed with what we would consider really good specs. I mean, you get in a Snapdragon 888 processor equivalent with inside this thing. You already know that's a really powerful chipset. Even back then, I think I still got smartphones that are flagship smartphones that had that 888, that Snapdragon 888 processor in it, and that thing still runs like a champ. So, I mean, you know, just saying. I mean, like I said, man, this thing comes with a lot of really good specs. I mean, you could pick your flavor of 8 or 16 gigs of RAM with up to 256 gigabytes of storage. You know, you remember back in the days when you used to get like a 16 gig and you used to be so excited. These days, budget premium phones like these now come with 256 gigabytes of storage. You can store a lot of photos and videos, movies, and you also get your flavor of Bluetooth 5.4, you got NFC, you got GPS built in, you got Wi-Fi 6 built in. I'm just saying, the list goes on of premium features with inside the realm of a budget smartphone. And if that isn't enough, this is a dual SIM smartphone. I think you can get dual SIM up to 4G LTE on the dual SIM, and I think, don't quote me on this, I think one of those SIM cards, probably the main SIM, can probably do 5G. And as you can see, this thing is already sounding like a really good flagship-ish device with some really premium specs. And overall build quality, materials, and design try to maintain that overall flagship aspiration while delivering a really nice 6.7-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED curve 120 Hz display. You get a triple camera setup, even though I don't like macro cameras, but it's a triple camera setup that can shoot 4K at 30 frames per second. I mean, when you actually look at what you're getting inside this package for, at the time of shooting this video, about 280-ish bucks. I don't know, I have to say that it just really feels like a really good value, in my opinion. You know, with all things considered, that is. I don't know, man, I just gotta say that I really like this thing. I like the look, I like the feel in my hand without this TPU plastic case. I mean, if you wanna keep the case on just to protect that nice premium look, you can, but I'm definitely not rocking it. I haven't rocked it with this thing. I rocked it just like this because it looks premium like this. When you're walking around with it like this, people see it and they think it's more expensive than it is without the case, you know, so putting on this case on it might protect it, but it definitely feels more expensive or looks more expensive without the case. And it just feels better in my hand without the case. So that's how I rock it. This is how I like to rock it. I rock all my phones without cases. I mean, to be completely honest, you know, I definitely got to give out these caveats. This might not work as a great selection for a power user who has really high demands. And we're gonna touch on the battery real quick because that's good. But as far as an overall package, it might not be for the power user, but I think this can be a really good daily driver for the average person who is not fussy. They don't demand a whole lot out of the phone. They just want a really good, clean, pretty, premium looking smartphone to rock, get calls, get some entertainment online, great display. You know, some people, they have really, you know, really moderate needs compared to some people that are just really fussy and they want extravagant needs. This one can definitely work for that. Now, when we come back to the battery is really good, really good. I mean, I am very much impressed with the battery performance on this thing, and I'm also impressed with the fast charging on this thing. I don't know, I kind of low-key feel like this thing charged faster than my Samsung and a couple other fast charging phones. The only thing that is not gonna charge quicker than is OnePlus. OnePlus is just lightning fast, that's just how it is. I don't think there's no other phone in the US or within this landscape that can charge faster than a OnePlus at the moment. But as far as that is concerned, this thing charges really fast. I don't know how they do it, but you do get a 30-watt fast charger in the box, but you can charge it with any fast charger, and it charges really fast. So I like that. Overall, It's a really good package. It can perform. I like the touch, I like the feel, I like the display. I mean, what can I say? This thing is a really good package. If you want one for yourself, check the links down in the description. If there is something that I did not remember to mention within the scope of this video, tell me down in the comment section. I'm gonna come down in the comments or probably in the description, and I'm gonna elaborate on that. And if it's something significant that I left out, I'm definitely gonna do a follow-up video on this thing. And stay tuned, because I have another new mobile smartphone that I'm definitely gonna tell you about. You know, for those persons who are on a budget and they want something just as good. But this one, new mobiles, flagship smartphone, at least in my eyes, it is a flagship smartphone that currently represents the company. Really good, and I like it. And I think if you're considering it, you should grab one. You should definitely grab one. No hesitation. It has all the goodies that you need in a smartphone. If you want one for yourself, check the link in the description. Make sure you click the like button on your way out. If you like videos like these and you want to see some more, click my face, get subscribed. And yeah, leave the smiling emoji down in that comment section. Let your boy know that you watch this video and feel like rocking with me. It's your boy.